Hello and welcome. We're going to set up some weak auras on a Brewmaster Monk today. This won't take too long. Just follow along. Close that out. Alright, start. Go to your chat box. /WA for weak auras. Press enter. As you can see, I've already got a couple over here created, but we're going to go through and create a couple, get them all lined up, get them squared away so you can start using them right away. So first you're going to click new, then you're going to go across, go to from template. In the template area is how you want to view your weak aura. You can decide, pick whatever you want. I'm personally going to go with icon for this demo. You feel free to go along with it as well. Most of the options are going to be the same going forward. But icon, pick the size of the icon you want. I'm going to go with the default size. You can change the size later. I'll show you that. In here, you pick what do you want to keep track of. Buffs, debuffs, cooldowns, any legendary gear that you pick up. PvP talents. There's a whole list of stuff. You can even keep track of trinkets, things you may or may not have. You swap them out. Say you're setting up weak auras for who knows what. Anything and everything. You want to be ready when you go into that raid, dungeon, or PvP. Or if you're crafting, I guess. So, we're going to, on this one, we're going to do a buff and a debuff. For Eye of the Tiger. The buff is going to heal me over the course of 8 seconds. So I click on Eye of the Tiger, and it instantly creates it, as you can see here under Loaded, and also my icon in the middle of the screen. Now you can change your icon, or move your icon, anywhere you want. I'm going to place it here, because it's easy to keep track of. If you go into any one of these corners along the side, you can adjust it. So if I wanted this one to be just ginormous, I could, but that's a little ridiculous. So we'll leave it there. Now that's the buff. Let's go ahead and create another one. New, from template, icon, default. This one I'm going to build a debuff. Again, Eye of the Tiger, instantly created in the middle of the screen. Also, up here under Loaded. We're going to move this one to here, maybe. But how do we know where the other one is? I mean, we see it if we click on it. But how do you get them? How do you view them both? Well, if you notice when I'm clicking on these the two different options here, there's a little green eyeball here. If I go click the other one, it'll show me it. So that's how you can view both. So that way you can get everything lined up just the way you want it. Just perfect. Now say you get everything all lined up. You've got 10 or 12 of these things, or maybe you have 2, and you just want to make sure they stay in the same spot, but you like to move them around a little bit. What did you do? Go ahead and go to that new again. We're going to go to group. Now we're just going to name it Monk Tank. And you grab one of these, bring it down to Monk Tank. See that little blue bar? It shows up at the bottom of our group. Pull away. There it is. Drops in. There's that blue little kind of bar there. Drop it in again. Now I have both of my abilities under Monk Tank. Make sure we can view them both. Now if I click Monk Tank, you'll see this bar, or this box really, that goes around it. I can click anywhere in this box, and I can move my auras around wherever I'd like. If I say you want them up here, maybe over here, you want to try different things, place them wherever you want. But with the group, you can place them how you want them, and then move them around. Pretty great. Say you want to move one of these inside of the box, what do? Well, you click on the one that you want to move. Say you want to move this over like this. That way you can click on your box, put one on either side. Set it however you want. Fairly simple. Okay, so we're going to click on one of our abilities here. We're going to go to the cooldown button. Notice how now it shows a cooldown on this. So when I go and punch this dummy here in a minute, you're going to see both of these light up. I'm going to make sure I put a cooldown on both of them. Let's go to the other one here. Again, cooldown. And you can do an inverse cooldown if you want. You can have one go one way and one go the other if you really want to. Alright, so once you have your auras set wherever you'd like them on your screen, if you decided to build a group, fantastic. So that way you can move them around wherever you need to. I'm going to place mine back here. Move this one back over with its friend. As you can see, still inside the box. Now let's go test it out. We close the weak aura box. Notice everything went away because we're not in combat. Now notice I'm going to hit this dummy here with the one button, Tiger Palm. It's going to apply that buff and debuff to the right of these buttons here, and it's going to count for 8 seconds. The dummy's going to have damage to it, and I'm going to be healed. The heals will show up underneath my character. The damage will go above the dummy. Here we go. Oh, there are both of those. They showed up. And if we sit here and watch, damage and heal will happen at the exact same time. And there it ended. Eye of the Tiger. Hit it again. There it goes. Now you can use these weak auras to track anything you feel like. Buffs, debuffs, cooldowns, maybe when certain abilities proc. Which I don't know if you saw in that last one, we have these little green marks on the side of my character. We can track those as well. It's just a little bit of an idea of the things that you can track. Might help your gameplay, help keep track of what's going on your character. That way you're not looking all around looking for buffs and debuffs. You can place them wherever you want on your screen. Make things a little bit easier. Hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, leave a message.